Brits and Sovs.
Oi oi, you shiny metal magpies. Welcome back to the channel, you absolute legends. And if you're new here, where you been hiding? Took a wrong turn at Tesco? Either way, you're welcome now. Grab a brew, get comfy, and let's talk shiny stuff. For anyone new, this channel is all about silver, stacking, pulled pieces, community banter, mail calls, blinders, and the occasional pointless waffle that somehow turns into a 20-minute video. It's educational-ish. Professional, absolutely not. But it's honest, it's fun, and it's very British. Right, quick cheesy dad joke before we start. Why did the silver bar get promoted at work? Because it's got weight and authority. Yeah, I'm not proud of that either. Today's piece is a hand-pulled beauty by none other than Stu's Metal Detecting. Now, this bloke doesn't just wander around fields with a detector digging up old buttons and rusty nails. Oh no, Stu does metal detecting and custom-pulled silver as well. Proper man of many talents. Makes the rest of us look lazy just sitting here stroking silver and chatting nonsense to a camera. And today's piece I'm showing off is this absolute stunner. The alien lady. Look at her. That mysterious alien vibe. Like she's travelled across galaxies just to judge your life choices. That face says, I've seen things, and I'm disappointed. But before we get into the actual round, you know the drill. Let's have a look at the COA. For anyone new, COA means Certificate of Authenticity. Basically, a fancy bit of paper that says, yes mate, this is actually silver and not something you found in a Christmas cracker. At the top, bang in the middle, you've got Stu's Metal Detecting logo, nice and proud, with the words hand-pulled either side. I like that, because it lets you know this wasn't spat out by a machine somewhere. This was pulled by a human being, probably while holding a cuppa and swearing at it. Underneath that, you've got the name of the piece, Alien Lady, just in case anyone thought it was that weird silver woman thing. Next up, you've got the weight, 1 ounce. And yes, that's a troy ounce, not a normal ounce. Different rules, different system. Don't argue in the comments or someone will correct you within about 10 seconds. Purity is 0.999 FS, which is lovely stuff. Cleaner than your nan's front room when she's expecting visitors. Then you've got the year, 2025. Ah, yes, 2025. The year silver costs more than petrol. A Freddo's basically a luxury item. Everyone's still blaming the algorithm for everything. And we're all walking around saying I'll start stacking properly after payday. Like that payday ain't already been mentally spent 3 times over. Mintage is P, which stands for prototype. That means this is the very first one of this design Stu's pulled. A tester pull, a practice run. And if this is the practice, blimey, imagine how good the main run's going to be. Right, let's get back to the coin itself. Honestly, this thing's stunning. The high relief on the alien lady is something else. I'm not even sure the camera's picking it up properly, but in hand it's got depth for days. And I'll be honest with you, she looks better than some ladies I picked up when I was younger after 1 too many drinks and a dodgy kebab at 2 in the morning. You know the one, looked alright under pub lighting, daylight told a very different story. This though, still looks good in daylight, proper quality, the detail, the finish, the pour, absolutely top tier. Big respect to Stu on this one. Right, let's flip it over. On the back, you've got SMD, which stands for Stu's Metal Detecting. Always nice when a maker stamps their work. You know exactly where it's come from. No funny business. Next, you've got 1 ounce again. Yes, troy ounce, not normal. We've been through this. Then 0.999 FS for the purity. That's fine silver, for those of you who are still scratching your head wondering. And finally, that big letter P for prototype. First of its kind. The OG pull, the silver equivalent of the first pancake, except this one didn't end up in the bin. Massive shout out to Stu's Metal Detecting. If you haven't checked his YouTube out, go and do that. And if you want something pulled by him, hit him up on Stackers Social over on Discord. Drop him a cheeky DM. Just don't open with, all right mate, can you do it cheaper? Now I know what you lot are thinking. That's it for today. Oh no, not a chance. We ain't done yet. I'm showing off a second piece today, also pulled by Stu, and this one, oh boy, this one's a proper blinder. It's none other than the legend himself, Thomas Shelby. The second I saw this, I thought, yep, got to have that. And it's not just because Peaky Blinders is an absolute banger of a show, it's the way Shelby carries himself. Calm, dangerous, always looks like he knows something you don't. And let's be honest, the man wears a flat cap, so that makes him part of the flat cap club. So how could I pass this piece up? No chance. Let me zoom the camera in so you can get a proper close-up of this one. Look at it. The detail on the face, the expression, that look that says, by order of the Peaky Blinders. Absolutely cracking piece. Just look at it, proper detail. Right, before I stand here admiring it all day, Sharon's going to start wondering where I've disappeared to. So let's flip it over. As you can see, it's got some proper rainbow toning going on. Looks amazing, but it does make reading the stamp marks a bit tricky. Still though, worth it. Let's have a little butcher's. Again, you've got SMD, which stands for Stu's Metal Detecting. Like I said before, you always know it's Stu's work because he stamps his initials into it. Proper maker's mark. Underneath that, you've got 19G, which stands for grams. This was originally 20 grams when he first pulled it, but by the time he polished it and tidied it up, it lost a gram. Worth it though. And right at the bottom, you've got 0.999 FS, nice and pure. This piece also came with a COA, just like the other one, but I ain't going to go through the whole thing again because apart from the weight and what the piece is, it's basically the same. It says 19 grams, and yes, this one's also a prototype. First one of this design Stu's pulled, he calls this piece a silver blinder. Honestly, it should have been called Silver Shelby. Missed a trick there. Right, I've got to go because Sharon's already messaged me asking why I've been talking to Silver again for over an hour. If I don't move now, I'll be on beans on toast for the rest of the week. And not the good beans either. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, sort yourself out and hit subscribe. And drop a comment below telling me which one you preferred, Alien Lady or Thomas Shelby. As always, stack high, stay golden, and I'll catch you on the next one.